Uh, Hello and namaste, everyone. So, firstly, I really want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for coming, waking up firstly in the morning and getting ready and coming for Creative Mornings. So, thank you, a big thank you to each one of you all. I really believe in expressing gratitude because without that, I think the world is quite empty. So, pat your back for, because we are the ones who've actually come all the way, made that effort, and we are here. We are here to support each other. And more than that, we are here to support creativity. COVID really showed us, creativity is so important. Music became a connector. For me also, it was another acknowledgement, a justification that while everything came to a standstill, music, of course, food, health, and music was connecting people while we were in our own, shell in the lockdown, isolated. So that gave me also a lot of power to believe that music is a healer and is a very powerful tool. So hi, I'm Dolly Rateshwar, and Amishi has already, shared some insights about me. Um, I definitely come with those, heavy background, which is in terms of rich experience that I gained through the organizations that I was associated with. Um, from there to here, it's been really beautiful. And to start with, getting you all and welcoming all of you all into my world, into our world, because there is my extended team is also here. So we all are going to welcome you to our world. And to start with, I would like to know. I don't want to make it, one-sided. So there would be a lot of participation. I'll be pushing you all to, talk, express, share. um, so let's do this together. I would like to know from you all, what comes to your mind? The one word that comes to your mind when you think of or when you hear the word Dharavi. Creativity, slums, crowded, chaos, community, entrepreneurship. Not you. Gully boy. Bring it on, bring it on. I mean, there's so much to Dharavi that we from outside, when we see it, we relate a few things. Any opportunities. Great. Sorry? Disease. Yes. And great. So we're not stopping here. Now another quiz, like the coffee with current types, but this is like more with coffee with creative mornings. um, one word that comes to your mind when you hear hip hop. The word hip hop. Pride, dance, feel alive. Western rhythm. Fast. Fast. Cardical. Great. For those who are not saying anything, is it like nothing comes to our mind for hip hop? Like, what's hip hop? Or nothing comes to our mind about Dharavi? Don't even know. Sharing music. Jarring music. Jarring music. Great, great. Rebel. Storytelling. Community. Right there. Any word that's coming to your mind? Fun. Beats. Beats. Super. And you? Music. Everyone's awake now. Great. I think we all are in sync with, with the reality, with our perceptions, and that is really beautiful. Because Dharavi for me was also something on these lines, crowded, chaotic, rhythmic, disease, not safe. Fear. Fear was a very important factor for me from outside because I wasn't living there. And when I entered into Dharavi, it was not to overcome my fear, but there was someone, my mentor was there, and we wanted to go for a slum tour. And I was quite excited because, of course, family doesn't allow you to go all by yourself in a place like Dharavi. So that made me go inside Dharavi, and that was the moment where all my thought processes, everything just dissolved and slowly started fading away. Um, Dharavi is a hub. As you all know, it is a part of Mumbai, very much ours, right in the center of Mumbai. And what houses there? When you take a flight coming into Mumbai, every time we say that, जैसे मुंबई में हम land करते हैं, through the window, what we get to see those blue tin sheets. We also call it as talpatri, tin houses, and a lot of houses, small boxes, right? This is what usually we see, right? But there was this flight when I was coming back from Delhi to Mumbai, and I was staring out of the window. For me, it was more like I in my mind I just went deeper and deeper and deeper. From that window pane, I saw beyond the tinted houses, beyond the chaos, there is a very small window that actually opens to creativity. Lot of talents. It is overloaded with talents. The base of Dharavi is actually in real sense rhythm. There is a beautiful rhythm that happens in Dharavi. People wake up, they do their routine work, and music is so, it's like an integral part of each and every one. There is a 7-year-old at our after school of hip hop at the Dharavi Dream Project, and he has a single mother who takes care of him. So he doesn't understand anything, where he's going, what he's doing. He just wakes up, gets ready, comes out to play. And then he keeps doing something called as breaking, which is b-boying, an element of hip hop. Right? When you look at him, and I was hoping that we can get him here this morning, but he wanted to sleep a little more. It's like, no, ma'am. So he doesn't understand anything, but he's like so beautifully in tune with the rhythm, doesn't care about things. We do say that children, they don't care, or they are they're very lively. But when we go to Dharavi, the situation is very different. The reality really hits you. It hits you here because we at times from the outside we feel that we are more privileged, but that's not the case in Dharavi on ground. So they really have to struggle each day, hustle each day. But the core connector is the rhythm for them, and that is what connects all of us, connects the students, the artists who are sitting right at the back, and us to dream each day. Now moving on to hip hop, because you all have said things about hip hop also, which is again in line with us. It's rebellious. There are beats in it. It's a community-driven factor. And hip hop is also, I think, angst. When I started knowing about hip hop, there was a lot of angst. Hip hop is, if you are feeling like really bad, if you are angry at someone, and if there's so much going on, behind the scenes in your home, people actually, in Dharavi, I would say, they use hip hop as a medium to express themselves, to express their feelings, to express their emotions. Right at the start, it was very weird for me, what is hip hop? Like, it's very offbeat. They don't sing on the beats, they don't move on the beats and the dance form which is breaking. It is more like, I couldn't decide whether it was athletic or was it like just stretching or, just freezing. So it took time. And more than understanding the knowledge of hip hop, I think I was very lucky to have a practical inlay into, hip hop. And that is through the Dharavi Dream Project, which is an after school of hip hop, where we nurture talents which are already there. They're already talented, not that we are doing some miracle or magic on them. Chhu mantra types, here we are, ban gaye kuch. So we just go, we help them, we nurture, we mentor, and we help them showcase their talents. On different platforms, and today Creative Mornings is, a great platform for all of us to be here, to be exchanging, sharing our works. Are we all awake? Can we do one more rapid fire? Or can we be more interactive? So, what comes to your mind when you hear music as a career, or just the word career? What comes to your mind when you think of the word career? Sustenance. Money. Very important. Passion. Sorry? Livelihood. Hard work. Competition. Wow. Discipline. Opportunity. Hustle. At the back. Fame. Office. Respect. Who said that?
I think a pathway. It's like a job and a career is like a temporary thing, but a career is like a set of jobs that take you somewhere. It's like a road or something. You would say that's
How about you?
hard work.
Hard work. Identity. Teams. I'm glad the HR manager is not here. Yes, career. Career is such a big and such a heavy word, We all came up with, different perspectives of word career. And all these words, when we speak, it's there in our subconscious mind, and that is what comes out. If someone, it is hard work. For someone, if it is, office, that's how the conditioning happens slowly, steadily, and then it just stays on. And you want to break away from all of that if you're not really comfortable in that space. So career is important, and I think overall I would talk globally on behalf of the entire globe, where we emphasize or we relate career to mainstream options. It could be like the famous ones. The famous careers are become an engineer, become a doctor, become a CA, become a lawyer. But somewhere, creativity is always considered as extracurricular activity. It's considered as, oh, it's a passion. तो कमा लेते हैं, we make money, we earn well, and then we follow our passion. Or that's a hobby, yeah. If somebody is singing, uski hobby hai. I think that is the problem that we are trying to address, at least in our community, the work that we are doing. Through that, we're trying to address the issue right at the grassroots level. And I think we've been again fortunate to work with children, because they are the ones, they are the future. If the messaging is, or the expectations and understanding is done in a way where they start understanding, they start giving importance to what they're already doing, what they think is the passion would lead them to, a greater height. But of course, there's another pressure back home. Padhai karo, you have to become a doctor, you have to become a lawyer, or you have to pick up a job, you have to go to a call center, you have to work in office. That is where we try to break the barrier and bring creativity on the front line. Because it's really important to understand that following your passion, following your extracurricular activity, following your hobby as well, will actually bring you or lead you to success. If you take the charge, if you really are dedicated, and if you are completely vested into it. um, there is this group of people. We all work on a forum, and it's called as alternative education or reimagining education. What I realized is, while at the hip hop school, we started learning more beyond the academics while we were on ground and working with people. For example, life skills. Do you all know like what life skills is? Have you all come across this word called life skills? Can anyone give some examples of life skills? Cooking.
Managing your finance.
Managing your finance.
Managing relationships.
Managing relationships. Beautiful that is.
Optimism. Optimism.
Optimism. Wow. Swimming.
Being resourceful.
Being resourceful.
Communication.
Communication.
Manners and hygiene.
Sorry?
Manners and hygiene.
Manners and hygiene.
Jugaad.
Whoa! That's a cool word, jugaad. So in life skills, we're not taught these life skills or the way of life that much in our academics. Unless now there are, ICSC or CBSE or the international schools where, few fortunates go. But the ones who cannot, where do they learn? And in my journey also, it so happened that, all these things existed. I think we were all practicing unknowingly. There was this lack of awareness. And that happened when I went on ground and started working with them. And it was a mutual relationship where we started teaching each other the life skills, which I had not heard of, before COVID, way back before COVID. COVID actually gave that platform for all of us to express ourselves and know the capabilities that we have, that each one of us have. So the life skills, as you all said, we all need to know, we all should learn at some point of time. So through the Dharavi Dream Project, we started observing that they are becoming beautiful leaders. So leadership started coming by themselves when they started helping each other, taking calls. Last week we went to Delhi for a performance, and I was in Rishikesh. I came there directly from there to to Delhi, and Sanya, she is our female rapper. Sanya, along with 3 boys, they had to come from Bombay to Delhi. And I was a bit worried because I've always accompanied them for for travels. But this time, because I'd seen them, that how they work with each other, how they gel with each other, I was a little bit confident also that okay, they'll make it. So everything was organized, and they reached. Everything was fine. They had fun in their journey. And the conference and the event where we went, it was all about life skills conference. And it was so beautifully crafted over there. And then we felt very proud that, whatever they were talking at the conference about the life skills and the value proposition, all the high words, but on ground, without any academics, without any workshop, without any training, through like a DIY technique, do it yourself, learning on ground and interacting with people, the talents at the Dharavi Dream Project have inculcated those life skills. Leadership is one, optimism, failure. While we were performing, two of our talents, there was this carpet, a very thick carpet that was placed on the platform on the stage. So we were not able to do breaking because it's a dance form and there are freezes and all to be done. So one of them actually fell, and he stood up and he said, "This is life skill. If I just remain there, and then I feel sorry about it and I don't do anything, and everybody in the crowd is like, pointing fingers at me or saying or judging me that maybe I'm not a good dancer." He stood up and he said this, "आप लोग सब इधर लाइफ स्किल्स का कॉन्फ्रेंस करने आए हो, लेकिन ये है लाइफ स्किल." मैं उठा. Sanya fumbled during her rap because it was like really fast one and there was some technical thing happening, and she stopped there. And then she said, "Okay, let me just give it another try. आप लोग रुको, मैं फिर से करूँगी." And she did that. And with that, she said, "This is life skill." I was taken aback. Ki, oh, acha, wow. But I didn't have any words to say because this is what, the value system that is developing inside Dharavi at the After School of Hip Hop. Now, this is the rhythm that we all talk about. That we don't go and learn. Of course, there are beautiful institutions and platforms where we can learn, but not everybody is fortunate, and hence we try to find our mojo. We try to find our rhythm. So, what is really important in this entire, process is we always keep talking about never give up, all those big words, never give up, overthinking, that depression is like, yeah, when we talk about creativity, all these words are there. These are very heavy words, and we all keep using it, heavily somewhere or the other. But I think what's really important is to understand about oneself, work upon oneself, and for all of that you really need to push yourself. In this journey, I've seen that there have been really highs and lows. It was at times very difficult to not have anyone on my side and still that push to continue working on the initiative, because it's not mainstream, because it's not because it's a music related initiative, which I think there are very few music initiatives even in India, and that too in hip hop. Hip hop मतलब कोई समझ ही नहीं पा रहा था. If I talk about 10 years ago, it was a completely different world. Dharavi was completely different, and now Dharavi is very different. When I go there, it's like beautiful for me. When I travel and go, the moment I get inside Dharavi, it is like my peace. Suddenly all the noise cuts. My interaction with the talents, they start there. The relationship starts blooming. So, and when there are visitors who come to the school and they feel, and it is a struggle to get inside Dharavi. It's really a struggle. And if you're walking and coming inside, of course, it takes a toll on you because chalna padta hai ek to bahut sara, and then there are too many people. But when they come inside and I see what they're going through, and then I look back, I'm like, yeah, I started the same way. And here I am. I don't listen anything. I can't hear anything. It's just so beautiful. It's my meditation place. I don't have to sit in one place and think about things. I'm just on the move in our small center campus, and it's just beautiful. So when we talk about highs and lows, this was one of it. But as musicians, as creative people, as parents who have children more inclined towards doing those extracurricular activities, there are few things that actually become a showstopper for them. Shall we wake up again? So quick one. What comes to your mind when I say a musician? What comes to your mind when I say the word musician or artist?
Genius.
Genies.
Curious?
Expressive, curious, Passion.
Sensitive.
Sensitive.
Right breed.
Right breed. Right brain. Right brain. Right breed.
Operating from the right breed.
Right breed.
Practice.
Sorry?
Practice.
Practice. Practice.
Creating. Sorry.
Creating something?
Poetry.
Poetry.
Music is calmness and artist is a creative.
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
Perform.
Performance, talent,
Dedication.
dedication,
Resilience.
resilience. More people supporting artists, musicians, music, creativity, rhythm. Anyone on the back?
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Language of the soul.
Language on the soul.
The soul.
Language of the soul. Language of the soul. So deep it is. Wow.
It's universal.
Universal.
Storytelling.
Storytelling.
Smoothie. Calming.
Smoothie, calming,
Expressive.
expressive,
Entertainment.
entertainment.
Meditative.
Yes. Meditative. Right there at the back.
Discipline.
Discipline. It's a big problem, man, with musicians. Ooh.
Intense.
Intense.
Egos.
Egos. Now the real truth is coming out.
Eccentric.
Eccentric.
Always doing something.
Always doing something. Such a tough word, man. Such a tough word. Whew. Discipline, creativity, all beautiful words. But like I said, the moment when we start taking creativity or our passions not as extracurricular activities, I think life is gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be awesome, because there you will definitely find your rhythm. Because if you really like what you do or what you want to do, that's the rhythm of life. When you're coming up with these words, these beautiful words, I was feeling good, and I'm sure some of y'all must be feeling good too. Language of the soul. Just by listening to that, you feel like, whew, it's so nice. When you listen to this word called doctor, it's nice because they help us, right, when we are unwell or when we are facing an issue. But only if you are passionate about following medicine, following that profession, becoming a doctor, it'll really hit you here. But when it comes to creativity, and if you're very serious about it and you want to get into it, there are roadblocks. And the roadblocks are many. Like another rapid round. What are the roadblocks you all think? Just one word. Because we've got like very less time left. Self-doubt. Acceptance.
Underpaid.
Financial challenges.
Financial challenges. Earning. Yeah.
Competition.
Money. Competition.
Rejection.
Rejections.
Lack of opportunity.
Sorry?
Lack of
Lack of opportunity.
Subjectivity.
Politics. Subjectivity.
Failure.
Failure.
Family support.
Family support.
Unstructured.
Unstructured. This side, all good, no problem at all. Underselling.
Lack of motivation.
Lack of motivation. 10 points here, this group, what's happening here? Handicap.
Confusion.
Creative block.
Creative block. Big one, yeah. Creative block.
Confusion.
Confusion.
Lack of direction.
Lack of direction. Come on, this side, guys and girls and everyone.
Acceptance.
Acceptance. Hanji. Errors, बहुत सारे. Technical, human, सारे errors. Competition. Conflict. Resistance. Ma'am, you? No? Okay. Yeah, it is difficult. It is difficult. Anything from you? No. No. Okay. Cool. And I just want to say to all the words that have been put out, to all the thought processes, to all the perspectives that have been shared here, they are true. They are true to the core. And you all have said this and you all have experienced it in some way or the other, because you all have seen it either in your family or, with your friends, the relatives, with artists that you all know, or with creative people that you all know. This is where I want to highlight the Dharavi Dream Project's talents. It is not because they are from the initiative, but I'm saying that they definitely come from a background, from a place which has a lot of difficulties. Water problem morning mein. Mushkil hai. When we go and work there, we have a small space to do our operations. We have to first go and check if there is water, so that, we will be able to use washroom that evening, especially the women in the team. Basic problem is that. And this is just, I'm saying, on the surface, but when you go deeper, mental health is for real over there. We talk about it, we work on it outside, everywhere. Therapist, it's very easy access for all of us, but that's real over there. Lack of support, acceptance, failures, everything is right there. You go and you see it really exists over there. So all I have to share with you over here is, if you all are pursuing your passion, if you all are planning to pursue your passion, your path of creativity, your path of taking your rhythm ahead, please try to overcome all the blockages that come in your mind. Because trust me, when I am there on the other side and I'm with them, all these things, it doesn't hit them. Overthinking. For them, this word doesn't exist. They're like, क्या होगा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा? जाएंगे, fail हो जाएंगे ना, ठीक है, दूसरे दिन फिर शुरू कर देंगे. Because that's what life is over there. That's how they just get up, they get ready. There is Shivaji in our team over here. Shivaji is a Tamil rapper. He raps very beautifully, and his flow is that of, the good South Indian rappers. Because Mumbai mein, there is a lot of Hindi and English rap that happens. Less of English, but more Hindi rap and more Bantai wala rap. So his rap needs a lot of acceptance. His style needs a lot of acceptance, the language acceptance, the level of understanding. But he feels that he's the boss. He really feels he's the boss. Like we went to a performance in Mumbai, and he had written a song, Boss Hai. I'm just translating this in Hindi, boss hai, but in Tamil it is like boss hai, boss hai. And the lyrics say that, no matter whatever happens, when I walk on the street of Dharavi and outside Dharavi, no matter where I am the boss. Because I believe in myself. And that again hit me, because I was like, when he can think like this, despite all the struggles that he's going through, despite the space that he's living in, like I've been to his house, it's very small, very compact. Half of the counter, the counter space, it's a tin house. So I'm saying that, okay, let's not have that sympathy of Dharavi se hai, ये कंडीशन में वो कंडीशन में है, बट वहाँ से मतलब इतना सब कुछ होने के बाद भी he comes out and he says that, I'm the boss. So even in the office, even in the workplace, even now here in this room, he really feels that he's the boss, and he comes with that attitude. So I feel that each one of us should get inspired with each other by not looking at the negatives, but more at the positives, more at how, despite all the struggles that we have, despite all the hurdles that we have, every family has a problem, everybody has a backstory, because everybody wants to have their own perspective, have their own expectations, set outside. But there has to be a way, like a jugaad, ma'am said, jugaad and creativity. So everybody needs to do that jugaad with themselves, where they also try to be good with their parents. Yeah, okay, kar lenge, and then they also follow what they like. Overthinking will actually lead you nowhere, because we keep thinking, and there's no execution that happens, right? And that's the beautiful example that I have learned from them. And the only reason that I'm continuing on this path is the never giving up attitude of theirs. Resilient, very resilient. They push me to do this. There are times when I think, why am I doing this? Like, sometimes my parents ask me, why did you leave that, a good, fancy, I had a very fancy career. Why did you leave that? And, what is there? Like, why are you here? Why you want to go in that lane? And then sometimes it's beyond explanation, because only I know what I feel. It took me time, and then everybody's on board now, including my parents. They're very happy. They keep sending a lot of things to the kids, but there are, the acceptance level is very low when it comes to creativity. And that is why I'm very grateful that, a platform like Creative Mornings is there, where we are able to openly share all these things. And in a way, I feel grateful that I'm taking the message from Dharavi and the learnings and bringing it out here with each one of you. I'm sure there are people in the house who are still in, two minds. Should I be doing this? Should I be following my music career? Should I leave everything? This is one thing that people do, is सब छोड़ देता हूँ, पढ़ाई वढ़ाई छोड़ देता हूँ, और अपना creativity पे ध्यान देता हूँ. I think I would say go slow. Try to balance, because it's not a world of, always being a rebellion, but try to find that rhythm, and there's always a rhythm in between, a rhythm of balance. Do this and that, because that's a reality. Like money, people were talking to, the words that came out was money, lack of opportunity. Money is important to survive. Unless you're ready to go and lead a very simple life, then you don't need that much money. And if your parents are all fine, if they have health issues, who pays the bills? So it's very important that we bring that rhythm in our life, and we try to follow what we really like, by not overthinking, by not feeling low. So today, after we step out of this room, I want each one of you all, it's not over yet. Huh? I really want you to, I'm sure at the end of the session, when the Dharavi Dream Project talents will be here sharing what they do, instead of, feel free to take pictures, but I'm saying that save that one memory of this in your mind today, when you step out, when you walk on your path of creativity, on your path of passion, and on your path of obstacles. Remember them. Always think of them कि अगर वो कर सकते हैं, तो फिर हम तो definitely कर सकते हैं. If they can do it, then nothing can stop us. Could be a pause of a day or a week, but don't let yourself go down. Don't get yourself go on the way of, depression. Because creative world mein, it's very easy to feel not accepted, lack of opportunities, money not coming in, livelihood. Everything is very difficult, but there is a positive side. And it's always said, the more you practice, the more you give into it, there's always a path of success waiting. And success need not be a lot of money, need not be fancy cars, or need not be branded items. They are good. I'm not saying they're not. They're good, but it all depends on how you want to lead. So first, there's a lot of understanding that one needs to do, a lot of awareness. And please remember, not now, when they come, when they share, and I hope you all keep one memory intact with you all. And every time you think you're feeling low in life, every time you think that there is nothing, this is the end of the world, every time you feel like taking a step which is not good, which is going to affect everyone, you think of playing with yourself in a bad way or getting into the influence of negative things, substances, just remember us. Just remember the talents, just remember the life of the artist, the way they are living. And I'm sure that will give you all a lot of strength, a lot of motivation, and to do the right thing.